This videotape was made in order for you to fully enjoy all the versatility and convenience now at your fingertips with your Phantom Fury vacuum.
Hi, I'm Mary McDonough. And if I look familiar, it may be from the TV program that introduced the Phantom Fury vacuum to North America. Like you, I own a Phantom Fury vacuum. And let me assure you, your decision to buy the Phantom Fury was more than just a good choice. It was a great choice. Now, I know you're anxious to try your Phantom vacuum, and in order to give you the best possible experience, we've created this tape to take you through some of the basics of how the Phantom Fury works, and to give you a few tips on how to get the most from this exciting product. So, let's get started. Oh, by the way, at the end of this tape, we've added a shortened version of our TV program. Once you're thoroughly familiar with the Phantom Fury vacuum and have had a delightful experience of actually using it, feel free to pass this tape on to a friend or a family member. Because believe me, they will want to know more about this vacuum you keep talking about.
I pulled up enough hair, dog hair, out of my carpet to make another dog.
I was totally amazed.
I have a new toy. I love it.
Assembling your vacuum.
Since you're watching this tape, I'll assume that you have already unpacked the Phantom Fury from the shipping carton. But let's just take a minute to check that everything is there. You should have the Phantom Fury body, the attachments, and the handle, which also serves as a cleaning wand. Let's just review where the accessories should be located on board the vacuum. The dusting and upholstery brush on the top peg, the crevice tool and the floor nozzle fit neatly into their specially designed holder. Let's see. There's also the owner's manual, which has your warranty inside, and the owner's registration form. Be sure to fill it out and send it to Phantom Technologies. Also, if you purchase the Phantom Fury model with the hose extension, you'll find it inside a plastic bag. If the model you purchased did not include the hose extension accessory as part of the offer, and you decide that you'd like one, just use the handy order form included with your Phantom. And remember, if you have any questions at all about your Phantom vacuum, or you want to order an accessory, you can always call the toll-free customer service number that's shown right here on the back of your Phantom Fury. The consumer service representatives are available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday.
Phantom Technology is a company that believes in people. They want to keep their customers happy. With the telephone lines, we're here, we answer questions, and we'll be here for you to help you with any problems or questions you have on the machinery.
Okay, here's how your Phantom Fury vacuum goes together. It's probably best if you follow along with me. If I get ahead, just stop or rewind this tape. First, we put the Phantom Fury vacuum in its upright storage position. Move it up and tilt it slightly forward until it clicks. It may be a little stiff at first, but just give it a little push. And slip the wand tube into the hose. Slide the hose all the way up over the wand and click the handle into place on the vacuum. Next, unfasten the twist ties from the extra long power cord. Wind the cord over the clips on the back of the machine. The Phantom Fury has an easy release clip. Just rotate it down like this, and the entire power cord comes off at once. There's no unrolling, and best of all, no tangles and twists. Your Phantom Fury vacuum cleaner has a built-in filter housing to hold the HEPA filter cartridge. It's right here on the side of the machine. Let's take a look at the filter. Just slide the filter housing cover up the length of the housing to the top. Now you can see the remarkable HEPA filter cartridge. The word HEPA stands for High Efficiency Particulate Air, and in order to be called HEPA, a filter must remove 99.97% of all particles all the way down to 0.3 microns in size. How small is that? Well, most pollen is 20 to 40 microns. Mold is 2 to 20 microns, and bacteria is 0.35 to 10 microns. So the HEPA filter is very effective at trapping tiny particles that other vacuums could be blowing out through their exhaust and into the air. So the next question is, how do I know when it's time to replace the HEPA filter cartridge? The people at Phantom Technologies have thought of everything. Like any filter, the HEPA filter cartridge will eventually fill up and not work as well as it should. Your HEPA filter should last for over a year when the Phantom Fury vacuum is used for normal household purposes. But when it is time to change the cartridge, the Phantom Fury lets you know by popping out a red indicator. When it's time for a fresh filter, please note that the change filter indicator will only be out when the vacuum is running. When you shut it off, the indicator goes back in till you turn the Phantom on again. When you see the red indicator on the side of the HEPA filter housing, simply slide the filter cover up and pull the old filter out of the housing towards you. Then put the new filter into the filter housing, making sure the filter strap is positioned at the top of the housing and is tucked in. It's very important to make sure that the arrow on the top of the filter is pointing away from the vacuum. Now all you have to do is slide the filter cover back down over the new filter. And by the way, if you want to run your Phantom Fury vacuum without the HEPA filter cartridge in place, your vacuum will work just fine. But it's important to remember that your Phantom Fury vacuum is warranted for residential use only, and it's not warranted for commercial use.
Using your Phantom Fury vacuum.
So now I'll just go through some of the basics of how the Phantom Fury vacuum works. First, to turn it on and off, now this is a really tough one, you just push down on the round button. On, off. When the Phantom Fury vacuum is on, you'll begin to see dirt build up right away inside the clear collection bin. See how it swirls around? That's because of Phantom Vacuum's patented dual cyclonic technology. How does it work? Well, it all happens right in here, inside the collection bin. By making use of the principles of one of the most powerful forces in nature, the cyclone, the Phantom Vacuum creates not one, but two powerful spinning cyclones of air, one inside the other. The dust and dirt are whirled around at tremendous speeds and then are literally thrown to the outside of the bin, where they fall to the bottom and accumulate until it's time to empty it out. Don't try to pick up any water or liquid. It's not a wet vac, okay? Another thing to avoid, do not vacuum up any damp materials such as mud, tile grout, plastic filler, or caulking, as these materials could harden inside the vacuum and cause damage to the machine. Another feature of the Phantom Fury that I love is the carrying handle. It's at the perfect height, perfectly balanced, no bending over, and it's rubberized for comfort. You know, your Phantom Fury is built to last, with a powerful 10-amp motor and a body made of a tough, durable plastic. You're going to have your Phantom Fury vacuum a long, long time. Okay, we're ready to roll. First, release the Phantom Fury from its upright locked position so we can use it as an upright. Just hold on to the handle, press on either of the upright release pedals on the right and left of your machine. Press the on-off switch to get your power, and you're all set to vacuum. Now, let's see how the conversion to the cleaning wand works. While the Phantom Fury vacuum is running, push forward on the handle until it clicks into the locked upright position. It may be a little stiff at first, so just give it a little extra push. A great feature on the Phantom Fury vacuum is that you don't have to shut it off to use the cleaning wand. Just squeeze the wand release, pull out the cleaning wand, pick out the attachment you want, slip it into the end of the wand, and we're ready to go. Oh, by the way, the Phantom Fury vacuum's onboard attachments are friction fitted, so there aren't any little tabs or spring-loaded catches to wear out and break. Another great feature. Now, here's a great tip you're going to love. You say you want to vacuum the top of some books or around stereo equipment. Just unsnap the cleaning wand by pushing these two latches on the hose collar. Rotate the wand and pull it out of the hose. Then put whatever attachment you want right into the end of the hose. My favorite attachment is the dusting brush. See how great this is for close spaces or around valuables? Now, to put on the optional hose extension, remove the dusting brush. The hose extension goes on like this. Put the cleaning wand back on and look how much room you can cover, up to 17 feet away from the Phantom. When that's done, remove the extension, put the wand back on, and you're ready to go do something else. When you're using the cleaning wand, it's easy to move around with the Phantom Fury vacuum. Just use the carrying handle, and you can vacuum as you move. And I have to tell you, the hose extension option is something I really recommend. Look how far you can go with it. Trust me, once you've used this on stairs, you'll never want to be without your Phantom vacuum again. When you're vacuuming carpet, use the carpet height adjustment for different carpet thicknesses. To set the carpet height adjustment, First, push the Phantom into the upright locked position, and then adjust the setting to low, medium, or high, depending on whether your carpet has low, medium, or high pile. If the Phantom Fury vacuum is hard to push on one setting, then go up to the next higher setting. Also, your Phantom Fury vacuum has a handy headlight, and the instruction book shows the easy steps to replacing a burnt-out bulb. Sometimes people forget that their Phantom Fury has edge cleaning on both sides, so you don't have to turn it around to do baseboards. Also, whenever your Phantom vacuum is locked in the upright position and you're using the cleaning wand, the carpet brush is raised up off the floor so it won't mar your vinyl flooring or wear out your carpet. But a word of caution, do not sit the vacuum up on your sofa or soft upholstered surfaces when using the cleaning wand. Okay, so we've been vacuuming, now what? Well, you may notice that your Phantom Fury vacuum's collection bin seems to fill up quickly. Why? Because the Phantom works incredibly hard, and for the first several times you vacuum, you could be picking up a lot more dirt out of your carpets and off your floors than ever before. How to get rid of it? Well, when the clear collection bin reaches the full mark, it's time to dump it out. By the way, you can dump it out as often as you want. In fact, lots of folks dump it after every use. If it does get past the mark, then you will spill some of the dirt as you remove the collection bin. To empty, first make sure the Phantom Fury is shut off and the swirling action has completely stopped. Then lock it in the upright position and simply pull up lightly on the collection bin catch. Pull the collection bin out and down until it clears the cone and dump it in the nearest trash receptacle. If you have an allergy or asthma problem in your family, you may want to take the collection bin outside to dump it. Before replacing the collection bin, it's a good idea to wipe any excess dust or dirt off the cone screen holes and then slide the collection bin back into place and push it inwards until you hear the collection bin lock into place. If the collection bin is not securely in place, you'll notice a definite loss of cleaning power when you start up the Phantom Fury vacuum.
General tips and maintenance.
Occasionally, with your Phantom Fury, you are going to suck up some things you don't mean to. If you pick up an earring or a piece of jewelry, the clear collection bin lets you take a look easily without tearing open a filthy filter bag and spreading dust and dirt all over the place. I love that feature. And if you do pick up something like a sock or a napkin, the Phantom Fury gives you several places to look to remove it. If something does completely block the airflow, then your Phantom Fury vacuum may shut itself off to prevent damage to the motor. It's highly unlikely this will ever happen, but if it should, then let the Phantom cool down for about 30 minutes and then push the reset button, which will have popped out. While you're letting it cool down, you can look for the blockage. Now, if the Phantom Fury vacuum gets a blockage, but it's not enough to shut off the motor, the swirling action slows down very dramatically, and you have very little action in the collection bin. That's your indication that something needs to be cleared out. Whatever you do, remember to shut off and then unplug the Phantom Fury before cleaning out any blockages. The first place to look is here, in the rear inspection port. The owner's manual shows you how to check and clear all the inspection ports, but I'll just run through it. Lay the Phantom down with the back of the vacuum facing up towards you. Rotate the knob to allow the clean-out port cover to be opened. Check inside, remove any fluff, dirt, or other blockages, and close it up. It's very simple. Now, if you don't find anything in the rear inspection port, the next place to look is right up inside at the cyclone entrance. You can usually feel if something is caught up in there. If you find something, simply remove it and put the collection bin back into place, and you're off. The other spot to check is in the back by the dusting and upholstery brush. Just remove the rubber plug to check for any debris in the fluff trap. Clean it out and reinsert the plug. Now try your Phantom vacuum to see if it's working. You may have cleared out the blockage without knowing it. If not, then once again, place the Phantom in the upright locked position, shut it off and unplug it. Then remove the collection bin and take off the lower base cover. This is so simple. Just take out the 2 screws located in the back just above the back wheels. Lift the cover up and off by tilting it towards the front. You can take a look in this inlet for a blockage. While we're here, let's be sure to clean out the carpet brush. Remove any thread or dirt caught up in it. By the way, this is how you change the light bulb, or when it's necessary, change a belt. Remember, every Phantom Fury vacuum comes with an extra replacement belt, and putting a new one on is a snap. I mean, why pay for a service call when you can do it yourself? Here, I'll show you how. Lift the brush assembly up and out of the pockets of the base. These pockets conform to and hold the metal plates on each end of the brush assembly. Then just put the new belt around the brush assembly. Make sure the belt isn't twisted, okay? Position the brush into the two pockets and then pull the belt taut over the motor shaft. Now rotate the brush by hand to make sure everything is rolling okay and that the belt is in its proper place, and we're done. Be careful not to over-tighten the screws when reassembling the base cover. Also, if your Phantom vacuum ever does need to be serviced, just call the toll-free 800 number on your Phantom, and the customer service reps will tell you the location of the service center nearest to you. Oh, I almost forgot. Want to have some fun with your Phantom Fury vacuum? Well, once you feel comfortable partying with it for a few hours, take it over to your friend or neighbor's house and just drop it off. Don't wait for them to try it out. Say something like, "I can't stay, but you just have to try this thing." Show them how to turn it on, how to release the wand and accessories, and how to dump the collection bin, and then leave. If you don't hear from them that day, don't be surprised. It's probably because they're afraid you'll come and get the Phantom from them, and they don't want to part with it yet. Watch your Phantom Fury vacuum sell itself. Also, it'll help remind you that you are not crazy for loving a vacuum cleaner so much. Well, I think that's about it. Remember, if you have any questions at any time, call your Phantom customer service representative. The toll-free number is right here on the back of your Phantom vacuum. And most of all, if you can, reach around and pat yourself on the back for making one of the best decisions you have in a long time. A decision you will enjoy for years and years. Oh, and don't forget, a condensed version of our TV show is on the tape right after this. So stay tuned or pass this video along to a friend. Well, from all of your friends at Phantom Technologies and from me, Mary McDonough, thanks for watching.
I pulled up enough hair, dog hair, out of my carpet to make another dog.
I was totally amazed.
I have a new toy. I love it.
Welcome to the Phantom Fury story. Today's program is about a remarkable vacuum cleaning appliance that will change the way you feel about cleaning your home and is great news if you or a family member suffer from allergies or asthma. So stay tuned to see it in action and hear from owners of this remarkable appliance from the heart of the Old South to Seaside, Oregon. And now, here's our host, Mary McDonough.
Hi, we have a really exciting program for you today. And yes, this is about a vacuum cleaner. But believe me, it's not just any vacuum cleaner. This is something completely different, and you are going to love it.
The first time that I used my Phantom and my husband saw how much dirt was in the canister, he was totally convinced that it came with dirt in it from the factory.
Presenting the Phantom Fury vacuum. The Phantom Fury eliminates messy, power-robbing filter bags, which can cause cleaning power to decline as they clog up. Instead, the Phantom Fury harnesses one of nature's most powerful forces, the cyclone, in a patented dual cyclonic cleaning system that delivers continuous full cleaning power.
I love the suction. I think that's what I'm sold on, and the fact that it doesn't have a bag. I love that about it.
Because it doesn't use bags, the Phantom Fury devours dirt and dust and delivers it into a handy, clear collection bin, so you can tell at a glance when it's time to empty.
I can see the dirt. I can see what's come out of my carpets.
Next, the Phantom Fury vacuum is really two powerful cleaning machines in one, so you can do any cleaning job, high or low, without having to run back for an attachment or use different vacuums for different jobs. For carpeting or rugs, use it as an upright where its continuous full cleaning power pulls out both the lighter surface dirt and the deeply embedded dirt, sand, and grit that can shorten carpet life and appearance. Then, using one hand, release the specially designed cleaning wand. Select the conveniently mounted onboard attachment you want, and you can tackle any task: drapes, blinds, valuables, furniture, or any type of hard flooring.
The attachments are right there, and you can do it all at one time instead of having to go back and forth to different rooms.
And finally, the Phantom Fury vacuum has HEPA filtration on its exhaust to help protect you and your family from breathing things that your old-fashioned vacuum could put back into the air. Things like pollen, mold, dust, and other household allergens, which can make life miserable for you and your loved ones.
I'm a nurse, and I really appreciate having the HEPA filter on the Phantom because we use a HEPA filter as a protective mask when we're taking care of patients with active TB.
To be certified and called HEPA, a filter must remove 99.97% of all particles passing through it, all the way down to 0.3 microns. This means that the HEPA filter on the exhaust of the Phantom vacuum can remove many common household allergens, things like house dust, pollen, mold, and fungus.
My son has asthma. I've thoroughly cleaned our home, and his breathing has been so much better. As a matter of fact, he has not had an asthma attack since.
The Phantom Fury vacuum, new technology that eliminates the filter bag, has continuous full cleaning power, is 2 machines in 1, and gives you and your family the comfort and reassurance of HEPA filtration.
Well, why don't we check in with Ken Wright, our Phantom Field reporter. He's been all over North America to some wonderful places, talking to people about the Phantom Fury.
Hi, Mary. As you can see, I'm in the beautiful coastal town of Seaside, Oregon. Now, besides being known as the finishing point of the Lewis and Clark expedition in 1806, it is one of the most delightful destinations in the entire Pacific Northwest. Seaside is also the home of Distinctive Carpet Care, which is owned and operated by Jim Rogers, a guy who really knows about carpeting and vacuum cleaners.
The thing I like best about the Phantom Fury is its cleaning ability. Now, I'm in the carpet cleaning business, and my job is to end up with the cleanest carpets possible. Well, before I clean the carpets, either steam cleaning or dry cleaning, I like to give the carpets a good vacuuming. I was totally amazed by the amount of pet hair and sand this unit pulled up in the canister. My credibility is at stake. If I have to firmly believe in a product that I'm going to tell people about and say I want to sell them one. And the Phantom Fury is exactly that product.
I don't like buying filter bags. I never could figure out which one my vacuum had, even though I'd have to buy them every time. I could never figure it out. I know it's a simple thing, but it was one of those simple, stupid things. And the thing I love about the Phantom Fury is the fact that you don't have to have bags. I have to empty that canister every time I vacuum, so I know for a fact it's picking up everything. The wand is part of the handle, and it just extends so easily that I can get up on top of the drapes everywhere. And the fact that the Phantom Fury has everything right there within my reach is a real help to me. I know for a fact that this machine works better than any machine I've ever worked with or used, ever.
I'm at the Inn at the Shore in Seaside with Deborah Kerner, and she's the manager of the inn here, and she's chosen the Phantom Fury over other vacuum cleaners. Let's find out why.
I had been vacuuming with a fairly good vacuum cleaner. I paid a lot of money for it, and I noticed when I used the Phantom how much better it picked up, and I was really impressed. I mean, the evidence was right there, and you could see it. It wasn't like you had to take a bag out of the vacuum cleaner and dump it. When you use it, it doesn't throw the dust back into the air.
That's the HEPA filter.
Right, exactly. And I also like the idea that it has a very long cord.
Right.
The housekeepers really like the wand attachment, and they can reach up above the blinds and around the edges of the carpet, which is so important.
Come on, let me ask you a question. Is this thing really good? I kind of feel you're slinging me the bowl. Is this really
No,
good?
I'm telling you the
Honest?
I'm telling you the
Tell
truth.
me the truth now.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
I would recommend this vacuum cleaner to anybody. I mean, it's wonderful. It works very well, and I'm real picky about my vacuum cleaners, not only for the inn and my housekeepers, but for myself. And I thought I had good machines, but I didn't.
So the Phantom Fury really is something completely different. For me, this is what technology is all about. Finding ways for us to do things better than before, and the Phantom Fury vacuum does just that. Hi, we're back. I want to show you another of my favorite things about the Phantom Fury. Let's say I'm doing carpeting, and I see something I want to do up high, like drapes. It's so easy to convert the Phantom Fury to a cleaning wand. But here's my favorite part. I just remove the cleaning wand, grab the onboard dusting brush, put the brush right on the end of the hose, and I can actually pick up and dust my valuables with my vacuum and reach in, over, and around just about anything. And this optional extension hose, well, I don't have to tell you how handy it is to have 17 feet of reach. You can do all the cleaning in just about any room, from floors to ceiling, without moving the Phantom Fury. And for stairs, imagine never having to go through that awful stairway juggling act again. Well, let's see what Ken is up to. I know he's got a terrific demonstration of the Phantom Fury in action.
Hi again, everybody. We wanted to put the Phantom Fury to a real test. So we went into the home of Steve, Rebecca, and Barbara Carlson because they have just had their carpets cleaned less than a week ago. So let's see what the Phantom Fury can really do. So you just had this rug professionally cleaned.
Less than a week ago. We've been gone part of the
Okay,
time.
so this is not set up. This is real life. 5 days ago, this rug was professionally cleaned.
Yeah.
Take a look what's in here.
Well, let's stop and open it up. Can we do that?
Now, I honestly did not believe this myself, but take a look at this. This was professionally cleaned 5 days ago. We're in the home of a few people here in Oregon.
Oh my
Take a look at this.
Look at that.
Can you believe it? Take a look at this.
Look at
Dog hair, dirt. Look at this, huh? Look at your daughter rolling around in this. That's unbelievable. Look what the Phantom Fury did.
Oh, I can't believe it.
To me, the most amazing thing is we didn't do this just once. We repeated the test in the department of Tamara Skelton, who also had her carpet professionally cleaned, and look what happened there. It's already pulling out. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that?
Am I right?
Okay, so let's take a look. We just finished vacuuming. We have a 10-foot square area. We vacuumed for what?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, that's it. Over an area that had already been professionally cleaned less than 3 days ago. Let's take a look to see what the Phantom Fury pulled out. Okay, got a little tray here. So this is what was left over in your carpet.
Oh.
Look at this. Now this is what
My
was left
daughter
over.
crawls on this.
This is what her daughter crawls around on.
Because my daughter plays on the floor, I like to keep it real clean for her. I had no idea this would come up.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be real clean.
It's fine dust, a lot of dirt, old carpet hairs. And these are things that are come out of a little small 10 by 10 foot area that was professionally cleaned less than 3 days ago. I'd say the Phantom Fury does a heck of a job.
You know, it occurred to me while we were watching that test that every one of us takes pride in keeping a clean home. And now, for the first time, we can feel good knowing that the job is really getting done. After all, who wants to feel like they're wasting time cleaning house?
I know it sounds kind of corny, but I'm kind of like Mr. Mom. I'm the guy that handles the household while Mom goes to work and takes care of our business. We have a 1,500 square foot house, virtually all of it's carpeted. So I vacuum every day and I'm very meticulous. I was in the cleaning business for 18 years. The first time I used the Fury, I vacuumed and I've got some remnants here of what I picked up. This is the pebbles and the rocks, dust. There's a lot of hair in here, and I was really kind of appalled that my old vacuum left this. This is by far the best vacuum cleaner I've ever used in my entire life. It's really, I mean, it's just really amazing. I'll vacuum twice a day sometimes. You know, my wife, I won't let her vacuum. It's true. And I'm a liberated 90s guy. You know?
What if you could vacuum your home without ever having to go through the hassles and mess of replacing hard-to-find expensive filter bags? And what if your vacuum had continuous full cleaning power all the time and was really 2 powerful cleaning machines in one, so you could do any cleaning job right on the spot without having to come back later? And what if you could feel secure knowing that your vacuum wasn't blowing dust, pollen, mold, and other common allergens out of its exhaust into the air you breathe? Well, finally, you can have it all with this, the amazing Phantom Fury vacuum cleaner, with all the features that have made Phantom vacuums famous. First, the Phantom Fury has replaced once and for all messy, power-robbing filter bags by harnessing one of nature's most powerful forces, the cyclone, into a patented dual cyclonic cleaning system that devours dirt and dust and delivers it into a clear collection bin, so you can tell at a glance when it's time to empty. Next, your Phantom Fury vacuum is not just for cleaning floors. It's a 100% full-room, top-to-bottom all-in-one cleaning companion. With just one hand, you can instantly convert from a powerful carpet cleaning upright to an unbelievably versatile cleaning wand. Then, just select the onboard attachment you want, and you'll be able to clean cobwebs, shelves, knickknacks, drapes, and curtains. Just about anywhere you find dust and dirt, you can use the Phantom Fury. And finally, if you or your loved ones suffer from allergies or asthma, you are going to love the state-of-the-art HEPA filter on the exhaust of every Phantom Fury vacuum offered on this program. The same type of air filter used in hospital operating rooms. So you'll feel good knowing that you and your children aren't breathing all of those tiny particles of pollen, mold, and other common allergens that your old-fashioned vacuum could put back into the air. Also, every Phantom Fury vacuum comes with edge cleaning on both sides, carpet height adjustment, and a wraparound bumper. And if you ever have a question about your Phantom, simply call the toll-free customer service number located on the back of every Phantom Fury vacuum. Once you own the Phantom Fury, you're a member of the Phantom family. To order, simply call the toll-free number on your screen. You'll receive the revolutionary Phantom Fury vacuum complete with onboard attachments.
Sometimes some of the best solutions in life come to us directly from nature. And the Phantom Fury vacuum, by harnessing one of nature's most powerful forces, the cyclone, has made the task of cleaning our homes quicker, easier, and most of all, much more efficient than ever before.
I pulled up enough hair, dog hair, out of my carpet to make another dog. And it was embarrassing, plus just the amount of dirt that it pulled up that I hadn't seen that were hidden in my carpet.
I think the Phantom Fury is positively the best cleaning unit vacuum that I've ever seen.
Even when the container is full, it's still, you can feel the power getting into the rug.
The Phantom Fury vacuum is made right here in North America by the people at Phantom Technologies, and it has all the features that have made Phantom vacuums famous. Not only that, but every single Phantom Fury undergoes continuous quality control checks throughout assembly, and then a final check before being shipped out to you. This is a company that is 100% behind their products.
I would personally guarantee it, because I've built them and I've seen what they can do.
In fact, every Phantom Fury that is sold has the Phantom toll-free customer service number right on the back. So if you ever have any questions about your Phantom, you can call and talk to an expert right at the Phantom headquarters who is specially trained to answer any questions you might have.
We care about our customers. We are on the phones. We are here from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We want to make the people happy.
And when you call in on that toll-free line that's right on the vacuum cleaner, you're calling direct into the factory. Right 30 steps away is where that vacuum cleaner is made. And we know what we're talking about. We know that vacuum inside out and backwards.
I think it really says a lot about a company when they offer that kind of service. Well, as you must know by now, I'm completely sold on the Phantom Fury vacuum. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live with dirt and dust that has been building up in my carpets for days, months, or even years. And I sure don't want to have my child crawling around in it.
Our household consists of 3 adults, a 5-year-old child, 4 dogs, and a cat. The first time I used the Phantom Fury, I could not believe the amount of pet hair that it pulled out of my carpet. I was astounded at what I was walking on, what my son was laying on. I really wasn't aware of how much hair was actually in the carpet until I saw it in the canister. If someone came in and told me that they were going to have to take my Phantom Fury vacuum cleaner away, I think I'd have to run right down to the mall and sit on Santa's lap and let him know to put that on the top of my list for Christmas.
I've been in the restaurant business for 51 years. Always run a clean place. I've worked with all kinds of cleaners before and thought we were doing a good job, but this is so much better. My janitors found that the machine is lighter in weight, easier to handle, and I think he's finding a joy in working with it because he's getting results out of it. The Phantom Fury is the best one I've found so far. I don't see how they're going to improve on that.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding a bit. I don't see how they're going to improve on it. It does the job 100%.
So what do I think about the Phantom Fury vacuum? Let me put it to you this way. No matter where you live, in a small apartment or a large home, a duplex, a trailer, or a log cabin in the woods, or if you're one of the millions of North Americans who suffer from allergies or asthma, I think that the Phantom Fury vacuum is for you.
The Phantom Fury vacuum has eliminated the filter bag.
With my old vacuum, every time I had to empty the bag, there was always stuff would come out and I would be sneezing like crazy.
Take the canister to the trash can, then you dump it. No mess.
The Phantom Fury vacuum has continuous full cleaning power.
With my old vacuum, I used to have to change the bags about a third of the way full to maintain power. With the Phantom Fury, I have full power all the time, and I don't have to hassle with bags.
The Phantom Fury, 2 machines in 1.
The cleaning wand. It's the handle. You just press a button and it's there. Your wand is there, your brushes are on the side.
The Phantom Fury vacuum, HEPA filtration.
I work in a hospital and know the value of the HEPA filter in keeping the air good, clean, with areas where we have respiratory problems, things like this.
I frequently recommend HEPA filters to my patients, especially when they're allergic to cats, dogs, and fungi.
The fact that the air that's coming back out of the vacuum has been ultra purified just makes me feel like I'm getting the house that much cleaner.
The Phantom Fury vacuum eliminates filter bags, 2 machines in 1. HEPA filtration, a fantastic value.
I've never raved about a vacuum before because I've never felt that there's been a vacuum worth raving about.
For the amount of money that you pay for that Phantom, it's worth every penny plus more.
If you get a Phantom Fury in your home and you use it, you'll never go back to anything else.
I'm in the vacuum cleaner business. The Phantom is the only vacuum, as far as I'm concerned.
How many people actually get to say they get excited when they vacuum a carpet?
So do yourself a favor and get off the couch, run to the phone, and buy one of these Phantoms, because it really works.
Well, I've had a wonderful time. It's given me a chance to talk about the Phantom Fury vacuum. I think it's a terrific breakthrough in cleaning, and I think it's a terrific value. Nothing works like the Phantom Fury. So why not become part of history in the making instead of ancient history? On behalf of all the people at Phantom Technologies, we hope you'll become a member of the Phantom family very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.
What if you could vacuum your home without ever having to go through the hassles and mess of replacing hard-to-find expensive filter bags? And what if your vacuum had continuous full cleaning power all the time and was really 2 powerful cleaning machines in 1, so you could do any cleaning job right on the spot without having to come back later? And what if you could feel secure knowing that your vacuum wasn't blowing dust, pollen, mold, and other common allergens out of its exhaust into the air you breathe? Well, finally, you can have it all with this, the amazing Phantom Fury vacuum cleaner, with all the features that have made Phantom vacuums famous. First, the Phantom Fury has replaced once and for all messy, power-robbing filter bags by harnessing one of nature's most powerful forces, the cyclone, into a patented dual cyclonic cleaning system that devours dirt and dust and delivers it into a clear collection bin, so you can tell at a glance when it's time to empty. Next, your Phantom Fury vacuum is not just for cleaning floors. It's a 100% full-room, top-to-bottom cleaning companion. With just one hand, you can instantly convert from a powerful carpet cleaning upright to an unbelievably versatile cleaning wand. Then, just select the onboard attachment you want, and you'll be able to clean cobwebs, shelves, knickknacks, drapes, and curtains. Just about anywhere you find dust and dirt, you can use the Phantom Fury. And finally, if you or your loved ones suffer from allergies or asthma, you are going to love the state-of-the-art HEPA filter on the exhaust of every Phantom Fury vacuum offered on this program. The same type of air filter used in hospital operating rooms. So you'll feel good knowing that you and your children aren't breathing all of those tiny particles of pollen, mold, and other common allergens that your old-fashioned vacuum could put back into the air. Also, every Phantom Fury vacuum comes with edge cleaning on both sides, carpet height adjustment, and a wraparound bumper. And if you ever have a question about your Phantom, simply call the toll-free customer service number located on the back of every Phantom Fury vacuum. Once you own the Phantom Fury, you're a member of the Phantom family. To order, simply call the toll-free number on your screen. You'll receive the revolutionary Phantom Fury vacuum complete with onboard attachments.
It's been fun.
Well, there's no way possible that I would allow something to go out if I felt it was bad. We're really trying to put one of the best products on the market, and we're doing our best to do that. From all the vacuums I've had, the Phantom Fury is the best that money can buy. You know, the last thing that goes in that box is a good machine, is a great machine. I'm very excited about the Phantom Fury. Buy it!